Uh, it comes from a story called The Ironic Silver Hair. The ironic grey hair, right? And it's this woman that she feels her life is stuck in a rut. She's, it's like she feels that her life is, at a traffic light, which is always on orange. She's always just there.
Susana, can you get closer to the mic, please?
Okay.
I can hardly hear you.
Right. This woman Lula, she's very frustrated with lots of things. She wants to do something about it, but she's just like lots of things are going really badly in her life. And then a friend rings and says, "Oh, let's go to this. There's this fetish party that is amazing. Blah blah blah." Lula is not into fetish parties at all. She's not into latex. She's not into that kind of thing at all. So it takes a while for her friend, who is an A-grade locker with a certificate to prove it, to persuade her to go to the party. And then so in the end she thinks, I have to escape my own interiority. It'd be good to go to the party. They go to the fetish club, and the whole thing turns to be a complete disaster. But it's really, really funny all the way through, I think. I suppose that depends on the reader, but it's just quite funny. And her friend is French and speaks with a really bad French accent. And she's really funny. So what I've done is I've just taken the very last bit of the story, and I didn't want to do that because it's like giving something away, but it's just like, it's the way the story ends is quite powerful, so I just thought it'd be unfair on you if I didn't. If I read some other bit, I just thought, it'd be nicer to read this bit, even if all the other bits are really funny. So this is like, they've gone home, they're going back to their flat, they're really tired. She wants her friends to leave. They ask for tea, she only has a slimming tea. They just think, oh, okay, we'll have slimming tea. It's all a disaster, and then they leave, and she's very happy. They just left. She just thinks, right, okay, I'm going to sleep now. Great, okay. So, and little by little, she drifts off on the sofa. And the sofa transports her to a Thai bordello, where her neighbors are dressed as Marie Antoinettes, while she's in a red vinyl catsuit that sticks smoothly to her skin, so that she finally understands the seductiveness of latex, or at least of vinyl. And she's the brothel madame. And as such, she has to wear a strange cardboard mask with a drawing of a smiling sheep that wakes her up with a start. The image takes root in her mind, and she slowly gets up from the sofa and drags herself towards her bed, accompanied by the hazy impression of a grotesque ovine mask. And in bed, surprised that her head can create such monstrous dreams, the dream continues in accordance with the inexorable, tortuous logic of this toxic night. Or perhaps it's part of another dream. A dream where a gigantic single piece of mirror covers the entire floor of an enormous unknown house, and she treads carefully, afraid that the mirror should break with her footsteps. And then she sees a crack in the distance, a deep crack. And when she gets close, and ducks down to inspect it more closely. The mirror heartlessly offers her the graphic, pornographic reflection of her cunt. And she eyes it at length, and it's definitely the reflection of her cunt. And it says as if the reflection is returning her gaze. Vivid, furiously black, solitary. And then there are the bulbous grayish labia. And amongst the chaos of black pubic hair, the ironic, demonic, defiant presence of a single, radiantly silver-grey hair. The unexpected presence of the grey hair makes her open her eyes, slowly, in the blackness. The blackness is an absolute, as the red glow of the digital clock that says 5:23 also casts a red glow onto the white wall. The tiny grey hair now saturates her entire consciousness, like a photograph blown up by 200%. Lula tries to stop the image in its tracks, as she usually does with unconscious images that take her by surprise. But it vanishes into thin air, leaving a mocking grimace. With her eyes open, Lula hugs the pillow to her. And bathed in the red glow of the digital clock, she reminds herself that loneliness and frustration are necessary stopping points on the journey to something different, and that bewitching beings do exist, and that she knows she'll meet them in the future, in the place where the future happens. And with that, a smile comes over her, and turning to face the other side of the bed, she closes her eyes and slowly repeats over and over to herself, as if it were her new mantra. Tomorrow is another day, or the day after tomorrow, or the day after that, or the next day, or the next, 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 or the next. Thank you, you're lovely, thank you for coming. Yeah.